I'm Tyler Hoggarth, and this is Dr. Theodore Bryan. He's a chemistry teacher here at Briarcliff. Dr. Bryan, what do you think is the importance of speaking two languages?
I think it's very important. For me personally, speaking of, my second language is German, and in chemistry a lot of early research was done in Germany and written about in German, and so being able to read German came in very handy when I was writing my dissertation. And also there's a lot of really good literature that's written in German, and it's been fulfilling to me to be able to read certain works in the original language as opposed to having to rely on translations.
Okay. How does it affect in your workplace here at Briarcliff?
Not a lot until recently. In the last few years, we've had a tremendous influx in the number of Hispanic students, and I think a lot of times it would be beneficial to me, I think, if I could speak Spanish. Most of the students I've had that are native Spanish speakers, their English has been very good, but I feel like it might, there are times where it might be easier if I spoke Spanish.
Okay. What do you think is the importance for students to take another language here at Briarcliff?
I think as you're preparing for a more culturally diverse workplace in the future, being able to speak a second language fluently would be a big advantage, both to enhance the quality of your own work and communications, but also to give you a competitive advantage over people who are applying for the same jobs as you that might not speak a second language.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Josh Cobbs, who works in student development. In your mind, how important is it to speak two languages in your work setting?
Sure. I think, from my standpoint, employers are looking for a range of skill sets, including speaking dual language, whether it be Spanish or French or German, whatever. The more that you can show employers that you have access to essentially more clients or customers for them or patients, the better it is for them. So it's absolutely a key skill in my opinion. Do you speak any second language? I do not.
If you were to speak a second language, what language would you probably learn?
I think it would depend on kind of what region I was going to be, but I think in this case, probably Spanish or probably Spanish. I think that would be the closest. That would provide you the greatest probably benefit.
Where do you think people primarily come from if they came from different countries to the school?
Well, I think in our district in Sioux City School, in the secondary world, there's many different, anywhere from the Pacific Rim to South America, kind of all over. They have quite a bevy within the districts, and then obviously that does feed somewhat into our university and other universities around the region. And just for instance, even into Briarcliff, we have students from Africa, students from the UK or Korea, and all those types of things. So I think it kind of depends on if you're talking post-secondary, what that school has to offer for those students attending university. If you're talking secondary school, kind of depends on the industry that's in the region.